He's got him up for the body slam.
Yo, 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 sup, yo. Welcome to the Smackdown live review for March 20th, 2018. I am one of your lovely, beautiful hosts, Gavbon, Worldwiiiiide, and I'm joined by the ever lovely Lee. Smackdown tonight hails from Dallas, Texas, where Texas.
Speechless.
Where it's now 2 weeks to WrestleMania. The big news, obviously, over the past 24 hours is that Bryan, the legendary Bryan Danielson, the minge eater of Brie Bella, you know, the whole shebang, you know, the only one who's actually married to a Bella twin, unlike John Cena. Obviously SmackDown Live, you know, pretty slapdash, I thought. It was like, you know, they were trying to rush through the entirety of the show, you know.
Yeah, with all the jobber entrances.
Yeah, the only thing that seemed to come out and stand out was the opening segment and the final segment. Everything else just seemed like mania hype filler.
Yeah. Just all rushed to give Bryan as much TV time.
Yeah,
as they could.
Quite rightly.
Which is overdue.
Yeah, I mean, that SmackDown arena was full.
For once.
Yeah, obviously Bryan's news that he's, you know, allowed to compete again in a WWE ring has brought him back to, you know,
the promised land.
Yeah, it has indeed. So kicking off the show with a Daniel Bryan promo, basically saying thank you to everybody.
He's very grateful.
Yeah, he's very grateful.
He's grateful for a lot of things.
He's grateful, yeah, too grateful in my opinion. I mean,
he's very, 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 very grateful.
Like all this crap that, I'm not saying he's talking crap. I'm just saying all the stuff that he's spouting about, you know, being grateful and stuff. The reason he's back isn't because of the grateful. He's been fighting to come back. And basically, if he couldn't wrestle in WWE, he was going to fuck off and fight somewhere else.
In your honest opinion now, though, do you think that they just cleared him now because they knew his contract's coming up in the next couple of months and he was going? Because I
100%.
I read on I can't think what dirt sheet it was, but they were saying most wrestlers who end the contract have like a 90-day no-compete clause. And Daniel Bryan's contract didn't have a no-compete clause in.
Yeah, because his contract wasn't as a competitor. It was as a, you know, member of the staff, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
It wasn't an in-ring performance because obviously WWE had not cleared him to wrestle. So, I agree there. I think that they've obviously, you know, it's, it is what it is, you know. He was going to jump ship. I'm sure it said in a dirt sheet he's openly going to jump ship. He wants to wrestle again. He's been cleared by everyone apart from WWE. They've cleared him now, and he's obviously going to be a part of the Mania plans, which is great. You know, it's fantastic that Daniel Bryan's going to be part of Mania. But yeah, that was pretty much his promo, wasn't it?
Yeah, he just said he's waiting for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to arrive, and he wants to send them to the office.
Yeah.
I sound really congested.
Yeah, you don't look too well. You look like the rest of the Mohicans.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So the first match was, and bearing in mind what we've just said about jobber entrances, Rusev and Aiden English got a jobber's entrance. Rusev was fighting.
So did Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles, who was on commentary, got a jobber's, didn't even get any.
See, did you notice he didn't even get in the ring or do nothing? I think he must be injured in some way.
Yeah, from that Raw house show, wasn't it? Was it a Raw house show?
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, and NSG, yeah.
Messenger.
Yeah. Reported he's injured. He didn't get in the ring for the reason. I think he's just, you know, I think they're just being cautious about him, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's supposed to be the main event at WrestleMania, but we both know it's going to be Lesnar Reigns. That's the main event, which...
Should put the Cruiserweight title on last.
No, he shouldn't even put the Cruiserweight title on the show. They should have the UK Championship on the show. The Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. Damn right. But yeah, Shinsuke, who was fighting Rusev, got a proper entrance. Announced him as the Royal Rumble winner. They had a pretty back and forth match. You know, Rusev looked strong, Nakamura looked strong. It was like a 50-50 match back and forth.
Back and forth. And you noticed that when Nakamura won, he didn't do the Kinshasa, he just rolled him up for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he didn't.
So like Rusev not flat on his back.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that, yeah. I mean,
and then it was
all he says is knee to face. Knee to face.
It's a language barrier.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never mind.
It was the same situation as last week where AJ's getting beat up. Mahal. Why do I keep saying Mahal? Nakamura.
Nakamura
runs in the ring to help him. This time, Mahal.
You mean not Corbin? Rusev.
No.
Right. Basically, Aiden English comes in after the match, attacks Nakamura. Then Rusev attacks him. AJ's like looking on, starting to strip down slowly. He's like looking, basically did what Nakamura did. He just stood there and watched. But the difference between this time was Nakamura fought back and booted them both out the ring.
Yep.
And it was good. And the backstage segment after it was better. I actually really it was actually funny. He was like saying to Nakamura, what are you gonna say? You're gonna beat me? And like Nakamura's like, you should have more confidence in yourself. It's like I dig that. I really do dig that.
Little bit of comedy in the mix.
Yeah. Next match, you can go for it because I think it was like the Bludgeon Brothers entrance.
Ty Dillinger, jobber entrance. He's looking good. He's looking.
Disagree. He's looking jobbery. Looking very jobbery.
Jobbery. So it's Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin. And do you know what? I nearly said Jinder Mahal again then.
I know, get him off your brain, you big puff.
Corbin versus Dillinger. The match lasted about 2.5 minutes, something along them lines. Proper botch to go for the end of days.
Botch the end of days badly.
Badly, yeah. Throws Dillinger out the ring.
Which I think was a botch as well.
Yeah, probably was. He probably was supposed to bounce against the ropes.
Yeah, and come back into the end of days a second time. It's
the end of days. 1, 2, 3. That's all there is to it. That was literally it.
It was pointless. Didn't build anything really, did it?
No, not for neither of them. You can assume Corbin, well, probably both of them, will be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, they will, definitely.
And that's all there is to that. I've not got nothing else to add if you have.
No, not really. The match, so what we've just said and how long it's taken us to say that was longer than the match itself.
Yeah.
Which I've got yellow fingers from that bloody chicken kebab, mate. Ugh, what the hell? I swear to God, mate. Honestly, look. When I woke up this morning,
it looks like you've had about 26.
When I woke up this morning, I thought my liver's failing, and then I realised my other hand's all right. I thought that was yellow, that kebab last night.
Yellow kebab.
But never mind.
So before that match was on, Natalya was backstage smiling as she always does. No.
Yeah, Charlotte was looking on at the Oscar promo that was aired. Oscar Charlotte promo for Mania. Fucking little Miss Piggy Natalya walks in, basically says, "Oh, you're scared," and
you're scared.
They said they're gonna have a match. Charlotte challenged her to a match. Came out. Was actually the best match of the night. It was the longest match. It was probably longer than the last. Well, it was longer than apart from the first match with Nakamura against Rusev, it was longer than the other 3 matches on the card, which says a lot, doesn't it? Really.
That says a lot. I haven't really got much input onto this match, to be honest, because obviously you got Carmella coming down to try and cash in. She gets booted in the face straight out the ring. Natalya rolls Charlotte up for the win. Just to sum up the match. And then, like Natalia, she was like dead smug and stuff, but all she's got is like a pin that means nothing. While Charlotte sat in the ring thinking, shit, I've just got to beat off Natalia. Oscar's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And then she's got to obviously think about Carmella in the back of her mind with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, who's going to fail
nothing
when she cashes in.
So that was...
She's going to do it, like you said, she's going to do it every week now.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Probably even try it at Mania and just get booed straight out the fucking...
Oscar will probably kick her in the face.
Like Charlotte did tonight.
Yeah, there's no way... Right, we both know Oscar's going to beat Charlotte at WrestleMania for the title. They've been building this for ages.
Yeah.
There's no way fucking Carmella is cashing in on Asuka at Mania and giving her the first loss.
No,
Carmella. Nah, it's going to be Rousey that gives her the first loss, I reckon.
Next year.
You reckon? You reckon they're going to build it till next year?
I think she'll keep the belt for like a full year.
Bloody hell. That'll be boring.
So was the Lesnar deal, why he's had the belt for a year, and he wasn't even there half the fucking time.
Yeah.
So anyway, have you got anything more to add on that? That was just...
No, Charlotte was fit. That's all I'm saying.
Always fit.
That's all I'm saying on that one.
Cool. Fair dues.
Next match?
Harper versus Jimmy Uso. Uso's cut another excellent promo in the ring.
Getting sick of their promos now.
I know it's more like recent rinse.
It is rinse.
Rinse and repeat.
It is literally rinse and repeat with their promos, really.
But they're good.
Yeah, but I'm getting sick of them. I'm getting stale. I get sick of AJ Styles cutting promos, like, yes, you're dancing stale one-ish, and I'm blacked out like a motherfucking Escalade. I don't even make sense. But yeah, dancing stay ring rope-ish. Yeah.
Like at Smackdown. Just a ring rope.
It was just like
a hat.
Hat above the ring rope. Pretty much a squash match, really, wasn't it?
It was. It's just to build the Bludgeon Brothers up.
Yeah.
I always like when Luke Harper has a match because he's always good.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's better than Eric Rowan.
You're better than Eric Rowan.
Yeah. I get into the wall. Irish whip into the hotel room wall.
Do you want to get into that? What happened? What happened?
Nearly went through the hotel room wall.
When?
At Smackdown when AJ Styles won the world title.
Oh, was you there?
Yeah, we were there.
Oh.
You couldn't see you on the camera, but I was on the cam. Virtually nearly every time it was pointed at the crowd. At that side of the... I was like, yeah, that's me. And there's just this Under Armour hat peeking over the top. Like a silly sausage. Don't see they'll beat the Usos at Mania for the titles, or there's going to be something.
Where was the New Day tonight?
Don't know. Probably all three of them are having to go on Paige right now because she's got nothing else better to do with her career.
Ooh.
Yeah. Turn the page. Even Naomi had more of a match than fucking Jimmy had. Who's she married to? Jimmy. Jay, innit? They're both twins. I bet they both had a go. I bet they swap at night.
No, because they've got different tattoos and stuff.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's the only way I can tell the difference.
The last match of the night came in the way of Naomi and Becky Lynch, who looked dog rough, against Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan. Sarah Logan, who can't wrestle, and Liv Morgan, who isn't as nice as Mandy Rose, but we disagreed to agree.
Sarah Logan looks like she works in KFC.
Yeah, and got sacked for being shit at a job.
So that Kentucky Fried Chicken, boy.
She's terrible. I mean, yeah, Becky Lynch got the disarmer on fucking Sarah Logan. Logan taps. That was it. It was fucking pointless. It was as short as Corbin's match. It was as pointless, and all he did before the match is announcing all the competitors are going to be in the Women's Battle Royal, which is now not the Mae Young Classic. I mean the Fabulous Moolah thingy, because obviously Moolah was basically a pimp.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have seen that fucking backlash coming a mile away.
Do you know what? Before I didn't even know that though until it come to
Oh,
life.
it was fucking well known that she
Do
was
you know
like,
that?
yeah, she was taking massive cuts off the wrestlers that she was managing. Yeah, she's fucking dodgy as fuck. I mean, what was it? What was it? Pat Patterson or Gerald Briscoe? One of the two. Fucking didn't they like? They were fucking bumming someone, didn't they? Back. They were bumming people, weren't they?
What?
All sorts. Because obviously Gerald Briscoe's gay. Didn't he bum someone for a laugh or something backstage? Someone like back in the day.
No idea.
Some dodgy. I mean, fucking what? Jimmy Snooker, the murderer. You know what I mean? The Hall of Fame. They may as well just let Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? They're keeping China out the Hall of Fame, yet, you know, they're making a match after Moolah. But then again, and then fucking Carmella's like, I dedicate this match to the fabulous Moolah, fabulous F-A-B-O-L-U-S, and a big S to signify Moolah. She wasn't doing that tonight, was she, when she came down to the ring? But anyway, that was a terrible match. But the whole point of the night was Daniel Bryan.
Can we just add one more thing?
Go on then.
The Mahal Orton and Rude promo.
Go on then.
I'm not really going to mention nothing other than that. Mahal's in the ring saying he's got what he deserves. He's in the main event now. Well, main event, triple threat match
Yeah.
for the US title. Rude comes down, says he doesn't respect him. Next minute he says it's going to be good. I hear voices in my head. Randy Orton comes down with his toy belt.
And tells Ginger to shut up.
Doesn't that belt look like a toy though?
A little bit.
A lot.
A little bit.
They need to change that.
A little bit.
Toy belt.
A little bit.
A lot.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Go on then.
So Jinder throws one of the Singh brothers in between them, gets out the ring. He gets a DDT, goes for the RKO. Rude does the glorious DDT.
Instead.
Yep, to the Singh brother.
Don't
Orton
know
goes
which
for
one
the
it is.
RKO. Blah 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 blah.
And that
You know
was
the
it.
score.
That was virtually it.
Near enough. I just wanted to mention it.
Just wasted 2 minutes of my life talking about that
I know, but
1 minute promo.
I know, well, I just wanted to mention it, that's all.
But yeah. Yeah, so Daniel Bryan was obviously Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Shiz Owen came out. It was announced obviously that they were backstage, so Bryan told fucking Scott, what is it, Scott
Charles
Armstrong,
Charles Robinson.
Charles Robinson, whatever, who cares, brings him out to the ring, just tell him to come to the ring, so he comes out to the ring, he calls him out to the ring, they have a promo in the middle of the ring where basically Bryan fires him,
Yeah.
saying that, you know, the two of the best in the wrestlers in the generation. I'm a bit sceptical at that, but I'll let that one go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bryan fires them both, and he's like trying to shake the hands, and they shake his hand. And I called this, but you said no.
No, I didn't think that he'd get attacked on his first.
But it's not his first night back, is it? It's just his first night back on SmackDown after he's been cleared. But
Yeah,
fuck
sure.
me, they attacked him. And you're like fucking like Brian's supposed to be taking it easy because of his neck.
I know, I'm just getting powerbombed on fucking.
And yeah, but he's doing
Regains
drop
everything.
kicks, man. He's doing fucking drop kicks,
Oh, I know.
back flipping.
I thought he was going to get his neck snapped or something.
I know, it's fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously they get the better of him. Bearing in mind, no one comes out to help from the roster. No one comes out to help out Daniel Bryan on the roster against two of the most hated people on the roster. I just don't buy that. And then, yeah,
It's the sympathy vote.
the fucking apron bomb.
Vicious.
What
Don't
I
like-
don't get that is,
You know yourself that apron's the hardest part of the ring.
yeah, of course, it's supporting
So
everything.
why don't you just do the pop-up bomb in the ring and throw him outside like he's trash?
Yeah, but the thing
Or
is,
something like that.
when Kevin Owens did it to Sami Zayn, he was out for months.
True.
Next minute, fucking Bryan's going to be back for Mania with Shane McMahon, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's going to be Shane and Bryan versus Kevin and Owens. You know that's going to be the case. But yeah, what do you reckon then? What are you rating SmackDown?
There's no other way to go with that match. SmackDown out of 5. Bryan's return 4 out of 5. The show in general, 2.5.
I'm giving it 1.5 stars out of 5.
No, because it had most people on it.
Doesn't matter. It had most people. They rushed everything to get as much shit in. They had 2 matches that were less than 3 minutes long
I know.
that had no relevance at all
If we-
to anything. There was no storyline between any of it. The only thing that had storyline and purpose was the fucking... Even Corbin and fucking Ty Dillinger had no purpose. The tag team women's match had no purpose. Charlotte and fucking Natalya had no purpose, really. It was just matches for the sake of matches. There's fucking 2 weeks before Mania.
I know, exactly.
You should be building everything.
Took the words out of my mouth.
And there's no way that you can agree that fucking that show was... Fuck you, Mike. There was no way...
What did he say?
He said Gab sucks. But Gab should be a capital G, so he's a fucking retard, clearly. But yeah,
Sucks.
fucking retard. He's probably a sheep shagger. You know what I mean? But yeah, that gets 1.5 out of 5 for me. There's Charlotte fucking...
Gav sucks.
Yeah, I give up. End the show. Cut.
Gav sucks.
Cut.
So you're saying you're gonna give it a 1.5 stars out of...
Cut. Yeah, I'm giving it 1.5 out of 5 at the best. You can watch the show, Joe, because we're just finishing. You can watch the show and our opinions when it goes live on YouTube in like 5-10 minutes max. Or tomorrow morning when you wake up, mate.
If
But
you're
it is nice to see you. And that fucking Mike Davis Gab sucks, mate. Fuck off. Proper bummer, that guy. Fuck, Mark.
He's been on a few times there.
I know. I reckon he fancies me.
Can't even think what he said last time.
I've got a finger for... I'll put each finger in each of his crevices and holes. I'll just fist him up the arse, you know what I mean?
Wow. We're going to end the show on that note.
Yeah.
Joe, nice one for joining us. Sorry you're too late, bud. I'm Lee. This is Gavbon.
Worldwiiiiide!
Wide Inc. _body slam. We'll be back. Be next week now, won't it?
Because we don't just set the bar.
We are the
The
bar.
bar.
I did it the wrong hand and everything.
Dick.
Ah.